Yo. Bob Barber has been playing Go for 30 years. He has directed 65 quarterly tournaments in Chicago and was the director of the 18th U.S. Go Congress in 2002. He also is an amateur 1 Dan. Mark Rubenstein has been playing Go for 15 years. Before that, he had played what he thought was Go, but was really just random nonsense. He's also the president of the Evanston Go Club and membership services coordinator for the American Go Association. So go, Bob Barber and Mark Rubenstein, tell us all about it.
Go, go, go. We're going to try to do this in tandem.
Bring this to you.
You got enough room there?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not going to fall on Peter?
No, no.
We're ready. Bob and I would like to share with you our passion for the ancient Asian game of Go. Go is many things. On the surface, it's simply a fun and challenging board game. But dig a little deeper and you'll find it to be a reflection of your character, a tool for self-examination, and an instrument of friendship that spans many cultures.
The board starts empty and players take turns placing one stone at a time. Once a stone is played, it cannot be moved, although it will be captured if it is surrounded by the opponent. The player who surrounds the most empty points wins. The diagrams below are the moves of a famous game played in 1851 between two of the top Japanese professionals.
Go is maddeningly addictive. While the rules are the essence of simplicity, the variations in strategy and tactics are seemingly endless. Go combines beauty and intellectual challenge. It's not only a contest of skill, it's also a collaboration, a unique encounter that will never be repeated.
The equipment is minimal, board and stones. The rules are few. Go is easy to learn, but not easy to play well. At first, the board seems huge and the moves seem random, but with time and practice, patterns and concepts emerge. It may require thousands of games to reach your ultimate potential in Go.
Most games are winner take all. The game is a battle, and the winner is the one who kills the king or reaches the end or some other singular event. By contrast, trying to take everything in Go is the surest way to lose. And it's the most common mistake of beginners. Go rewards patience and balance over aggression and greed.
Go is a sophisticated handicapping system which enables two players of unequal skill levels to play a game when it is challenging for both. The weaker player puts from 2 to 9 stones on the board as his or her first move. Each handicap stone is thought to be worth about 10 points. These handicap stones are traditionally placed on the star points, those marked with a dot.
It has been claimed that Go is the most complex board game in the world, and that no two identical games of Go have ever been played. Its large board and lack of restrictions allow players great scope and strategy and expression of individuality. The number of possible games of Go far exceeds the number of atoms in the universe.
Go originated in China around the 4th century BCE. It spread to Korea and Japan in about the 5th and 7th centuries respectively. Go reached the West through Japan, which is why it is commonly known by its Japanese name and why terms for common Go concepts are usually Japanese in origin. There are about 40 million Go players worldwide.
In China, Go was considered one of the 4 accomplishments, along with calligraphy, painting, and music. In 1603, in Japan, the Honimbo Go School was founded by an appointee of the shogun. 3 more Go schools were founded soon after, and players competed in the annual castle games played in the presence of the shogun.
Go attracts a wide range of people from all walks of life. It seems to be especially interesting to people who deal with patterns. Mathematicians, engineers, musicians, computer programmers, and artists. Nolan Bushnell named his game company Atari after the Go term, which has a meaning similar to check in the game of chess.
The best Go boards and stones are works of art. The boards are made from kaya trees that are between 400 and 1,000 years old. The white stones are made from clamshell and the black stones from slate. The stones are smooth and almost hypnotic to the touch, and they make a satisfying thwack when placed emphatically on the board.
Edward Lasker, an international chess master, once remarked, The rules of Go are so elegant, organic, and rigorously logical that if intelligent life forms exist elsewhere in the universe, they almost certainly play Go. This photograph was taken at the Anime Central Convention in Chicago. It shows that Lasker was on to something.
There are Go federations in every major country, many of which hold annual congresses. Dozens of tournaments are held around the world every year with prizes of up to $500,000. Go has also recently been included in the World Mind Sports Games. But wherever two Go players get together, they're sure to play a game, as you can see.
We would like to think that Go requires patience, lucidity of thought, and the maturity that only many years of experience can bring. This is clearly a game for those of us who are intelligent, cultured, and wise. We bring our whole selves to the game and treat our opponents as equals. Then we match wits at 9 in the morning with 7-year-olds and get demolished.
Every year, the Evanston Go Club teaches hundreds of people to play Go at the Anime Central in Chicago, the largest anime convention in the Midwest. Most of the attendees don't find their way into our room, but those that do spend much of the day with us learning this ancient game. Some people think of Go as an old man's game. We beg to differ.
Japanese animation is very popular these days. Hikaru no Go is a manga and anime series based on the game of Go. It has introduced millions of new players to the game worldwide. These are two Anime Central attendees dressed as Sai, the Go Master Spirit, and Hikaru, the boy who discovers the spirit in his grandfather's Go board.
Joseki are standard sequences of moves for which the result is considered even for both players. In this diagram, a different Joseki has been played in each corner. There are thousands of Joseki, with new ones being invented all the time. My teacher says, you only really need to know about 300 of the most common ones. Yeah, right.
A teisuji is a clever play, the best play in a local position. I traveled to Ireland one St. Paddy's Day. I like to play Go wherever I visit. Soon after meeting my contact, I found myself in a pub. He set up the board, asked if I'd care for a drink. Thinking it only polite, I said I'd have a Guinness. He just had a Coke, which is how I lost that game. I call it the Irish teisuji.
Dignity and etiquette have been valued in Go for centuries. We say, have a good game at the start, thank you for the game at the end. If it becomes obvious that you cannot win, it's polite to resign rather than make your opponent endure a tedious end game. Players often review a game after it's over. It's an opportunity for each player to teach and learn.
Go teaches balance, harmony, clear intention, consistency of purpose, fighting spirit, willingness to sacrifice what is non-essential, patience, respect for others, and most of all, humility. Our personality comes to life on the Go board. We play Go not only to improve our game, but to improve ourselves as well.
Thank you.
Hey, arigato. Hey, let's have another round of applause for Bob and Mark. So you're not trying to recruit anybody into the Go Club, are you? I mean, you said everybody needed to be intelligent and wise. So you're in completely the wrong venue here. And you actually had me going for the intelligent life form thing for a moment, then you show a picture of Rod Stewart. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy. Thank you. That was brilliant. I really want to play Go now. The sequence of boards on the bottom was beautiful. I presume was that the entire game? Yes, it was. Awesome. So how many goes? Well, yes, goes. We call them in England. Wow. 250. But this is why not a lot of English people play it, right?